Welcome to the United Tradesman Academy. Today's video, what tools do you need to start as an apprentice electrician? What tools do you need to show up on a construction site and for them to take you serious? Don't come out there with no little basic tools, because they're gonna talk about you. So I'm here to help you get started on the right track. Now, let me say this, these tools are expensive. So getting into this trade, it's gonna cost a little bit of money, but that's okay, because you'll make that back, within your first 2 or 3 weeks of working, so don't worry about that. So that first tool is gonna be the lineman, or how we call it in the trade, we say Klein. Hey, pass me that Klein tool. This tool is gonna be used for, it's a crimping tool. You see that, it's a crimping tool right here. It's a cutting tool right here. And also too, it's a grasping tool. A lot of times we use that twisting our B caps together. And we use this cutting tool for cutting our up to number 12, number 10, or number 14, or smaller size wire. So next, my primary cutting tool is going to be my dikes, or diagonal cutters is the professional term. Diagonal cutters, but in the trade we say dikes. Pass me those dikes. So this tool I use as my primary cutting tool. This tool is about $25 compared to this Journeyman series, which is about $50 to $60. I'd rather wear this cutting edge out than wear this cutting edge out, because this tool serves about 3 or 4 functions besides just one function right here, which serves just only one function, which is cutting. So I'd rather wear this out as my primary tool versus this, because like I said, I can grab and turn my wires. This is the secondary cutting tool, and I have a crimping tool right here. So my next tool is going to be my needle nose pliers. This tool is going to be for getting into those small spaces. Let me show you here. If you can see how the end right there is tapered. It's tapered down, so you can get into those small spaces. Just say you drop a screw down in a small space, or you may have to reach into a small space to tighten the connector up. You can use these needle nose pliers, and also they have a cutting tool right there, and also a wire stripping tool right there too as well. And you can also crimp. You can crimp right there too. So my next tool is going to be strippers. Hey, go get that stripper. Not that stripper, but these strippers right here. So don't get it twisted when you get out there. Hey, pass me them strippers. Go get them strippers. We're not talking about that. We're talking about go get them strippers so we can strip this wire and get these wires made up, get this power on. So this tool is going to strip the insulation off your wires. When they bring that wire out, it's wrapped in insulation. It's not going to be just brung out bare. So you do need a tool to strip the insulation off. So this is the strippers right here. So if you look real quickly, you can see those holes. Each hole represents a different size wire. So you put your size wire in that specific hole, about 1 inch in there, and you strip it. And so then you'll see your bare copper. Then you can take these tools, this lineman or Klein, and twist those 2 wires together once you strip the insulation off. Next tool, razor knife. Open up boxes real quick. This is what I mainly use this for, is open up my boxes, or if I'm doing residential, I have to strip that insulation off, the outer jacket off my Romex. So this makes it real quick. Pencil and Sharpie. Both those come in handy for taking down measurements. You may get a phone call, you may need to write this material down, so it's always good to have that. These as a marking and taking notes. Next 2 items is my screwdrivers. I use insulated screwdrivers. You may see some that are not insulated. Well, I like using insulated because it gives me a peace of mind that no electricity is not going to come through this insulation right here. This is the insulation around this steel shaft. The steel shaft is conductive. But once you put that outer insulation on there, if electricity comes into contact with this insulation, this entire shaft is not going to be energized. It's not going to be conductive, because the current is not going to flow through this insulation right here. Now, this is a really, really, really high voltage. And if you're doing really, really high voltage work, you won't even have any tools like this. You'll have some different set of tools. So once a flathead, one of Phillips. That's the two basic ones you'll need: a Phillips and a flathead. Next one is going to be my no contact tester. Basically, it just tests. This is my secondary means and test. This basically is going to tell you if you have voltage on your switch, or if you have voltage on your outlet, or if you're putting it up in a junction box, you need to find out which wire is hot. This is going to let you know if there's a magnetic field. This tests for a magnetic field. So it's not going to read on the neutral, but it will read on the hot. So I'm going to put it on the hot side. Just let you know it's voltage there, or potentially voltage. Now let's put it on the neutral side. Nothing there. So this is my secondary means. My primary means of testing is my voltmeter. I'll show you here quickly. Now this is going to tell me if there's actual live voltage there. I put that black in the negative side, or on the neutral side. I'm going to put this red on the positive side. And if you can see, it came up to be 130 volts. So now let me take it out and you won't see that there's nothing there. So it's not anything there now. Of course I don't have it plugged in, but this is going to be the voltmeter. So this voltmeter is going to test for AC, which is alternating current, and it's going to test for DC, which is direct current, like your car battery. Next basic tool is going to be tape measure. I like to use a 25-foot tape measure because it fits in my hand really well. They have 30 footers, but they're a little bit larger, you know, and the little bit larger ones, they aren't so easy to fit in that pocket right there. So a lot of times you have to put it right here, you know, which I don't like that because it throws my center of balance off. Like right now, how I have it, it's pretty balanced left to right. You know, if I'm walking, you know, if I'm going up a ladder, these pouches are pretty balanced. So one of the last things that I like to have is my light. A lot of times you'll be going up in attics, or you'll be going in a commercial building where you'll be looking in the ceiling and there's no light. So you have to have a flashlight. I guarantee you, if you come to a job site with at least this right here, they're gonna take care of you. You know, a lot of guys that show up to the job site and they don't have any tools. And so we look at them like, man, this guy showed up with no tools. What are we supposed to do with him? He's just gonna stand there all day, you know. But at least if you got this, I can work with you. I can say, hey, I can take this guy. You know, at least he has this. He may not have everything, but he's showing a willingness that he want to learn, that he want to work. You know, so it's good to come. You don't have to get Kleins because they're really expensive. The Klein brand, you can start out with the commercial electric brand. So if you see it right there, it says Klein Tools. They're a more expensive brand, and they also have one that's called Commercial Electric. They're a green brand. You can get it from Lowe's or Home Depot. Again, this is just a video for men and women who are looking to get into the trade, looking to become an electrician. If you find these videos informational, share them. You know, post them on your Facebook page, post them on your Instagram page. Give them to someone who's looking for something to do. You know, a lot of our people, they don't have nothing to do. You know, but if they see somebody that's doing it, they can say, man, that's all I need to get started. Yeah, that's all you need. And check back for more videos. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, drop some comments below. Let's get this thing started. United Tradesman Academy. Peace.